Welcome to a new season of Nailers Hockey and, of course, Wheeling Nailers Weekly. My name is Jason Avelka. I'll be your host as per usual, and my trusty sidekick and beat writer Andrew Grimm is along with us for another season, and I thank you for that. Once again, we're sponsored by Sportsmonger Marketing and Media, DYST Now, and the Pittsburgh Podcast Network. Andrew, nice to have you back.
Good to be back.
So we started out the season. We're going to do a little retrospect. We're three games in. We had a great season last year, a difficult ending, but a great season last year. We've got kind of a new roster this season. We hoist a banner, which is something we haven't done in a while. Game one. And game one seemed to have been spoiled by a former Nailer.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, the home opener, that would have been a week ago Saturday. Luke Pither was with the Nailers a couple years ago as part of the Philadelphia Flyers organization. He was assigned here instead of Trenton. It was a whole deal, but he lit the scoreboard up here when he was here. He went to the Carolina organization. The American Hockey League was really good there, and he played a season or two in Europe. Came back last season, and I mean, at this level, Luke Pither is a man amongst boys. That's what he looked like. He basically took that game over in the third period. He scored the game-tying goal. Nailers had a chance to win the game in overtime. Gage Quinney, one of the newcomers, had a good look on a breakaway, but he fanned on the shot, and then Pither brought it the other way, and NHL shot past Nailers goaltender Doug Clark. That was opening night. Last Thursday night, Nailers tried to rebound from that, and they came out with the first two goals, and then Reading, rival from the playoffs last year, put up 4 straight. Nailers come back, they come up short, so they lost that one 4-3. But two games that were tied 2-2 in the third period, both that the Nailers let get away. And then Saturday night in Cincinnati, it was a 1-1 game in the third period. The Cyclones go up late on, I believe I didn't actually catch the game because I was watching my Buckeyes get beat by Penn State.
Oh, that's another story for another show and another day. But anyway,
talking to some Nailers fans that were there, it sounded like a mistake on a line change late in the game led to an odd man rush. Cincinnati takes a 2-1 win, so the Nailers are 0-2-1 through 3, and all in one-goal games, all in games that were tied at some point in the third period.
Absolutely. Some things that aren't the same from last year, some other items.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of them. The roster, and in the ACHL, as you know, the roster is a problem every year. I mean, not a problem, but it changes. It's an ever-changing deal for each team, especially in the Penguins organization.
Yeah.
Because it seems like year after year after year, they have an avalanche of injuries. Once again, it's happening at the big level, so we're going to see changes yet again. But so far this season, we have a different netminder.
Yeah, Doug Clark.
Tell us a little bit about Doug.
He played for the Manchester Monarchs last year, put up some solid numbers. He's been around a couple of years at the pro level. He's a goalie out of the college ranks. I think he's looked pretty solid for 3 games. I mean, maybe 1 goal in the Thursday loss last week that he would have wanted back, but other than that, I mean, he's been pretty solid.
Absolutely. As far as forwards and centermen go, and the scoring group that the Nailers have, we still have they got Army back. They have
Derek Army and
Wido's
Cody
back.
Wido from Robert
Cody really
Morris.
came into his own late in that season last year. I expect him to make a major jump this year.
Yeah, that's the thing about being 0-3. Derek Army and Cody Wido haven't scored a goal yet. So.
Yeah, non-contributors thus far.
Yeah, so I mean,
the score sheet. The score sheet.
Once they get going, there's going to be some high-scoring games.
Absolutely. But early on, we've seen goals by Ewers.
Garrett Mears, yeah, he's played for Fort Wayne last year. I've been really impressed with his game. He's going to the gritty areas. He's doing all the little things, and I'm actually probably a little bit surprised he hasn't scored more. He's had a lot of chances.
Right. I mean, he's got 2 on the season, and so has it escapes me.
Josh Shell.
Yeah, Shala.
Josh Shalla, yeah, he was the future considerations part of the deal that sent Mike Slowakowski to Toledo last year. That deal was completed in the offseason. Comes here, fifth-year guy, has a couple of 20-goal seasons to his credit with Toledo and Cincinnati, so Nailers fans are used to seeing him in an opposition uniform, and he's been about what you would expect in a Nailers uniform. He's got a couple of goals already.
Absolutely. He's been in the mix for sure. Other changes in general. You've had some defensive breakdowns early on this season. What have you... The physicality, obviously it's the beginning of the season. Physicality rarely shows up this early.
Yeah.
But from our great section 215, Dave remarked the physicality hasn't been there thus far this season. What is your observation on it?
It's really not compared to last season. The group that we have, if you look at it, is a different group. So, and it's a younger group. So you got Brent Stern and Danny Fick are the two main returners on the back end. They're a defense pairing of their own. The other returner back there is Justin Schultz, but he came here basically at the end of his college season last year. So your main two returners are Fick and Stern. Those two guys will bring it on a physical level, especially we saw that from Danny Fick in the playoffs last year, and I think Brent Stern last year had one of the more impressive rookie seasons in the entire league.
Right.
But those are two second-year guys. So there's really not the veteran presence that was there last year with the Paul Shinfrinis and guys like that.
Right.
Baker now in Europe.
Yep. Yep. I mentioned Section 215 because just within the last 2.5 weeks, that's a great section in all of the ECHL fandom, I guess you would call it. I mean, they're well known throughout the league. They really know how to give it to the guys. They're actually right below us. They had a loss themselves this past within the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was the day after the Nailers preseason game a couple of weeks ago. Dave Treveri passed away. I was talking to him actually the night before at that preseason game, and I was absolutely floored by it. We just had his celebration of life and generations on Sunday. It's definitely been a weird couple of games without looking over and seeing him in the section. They've hung a banner there, and some of the guys have wrote his name on their stick tape and stuff like that. So, yeah, they're going through that.
Yeah, they're rough on the other teams, but they're a great bunch of people.
Oh yeah, they're great guys.
And all of them, men and women, all of them, they're great. I know Dave inside, and I knew Dave inside and out of here. He will be missed. Sean Ryan of the Intel did an amazing job. He did a great job covering that story. He actually wrote an article about it. I think a day after it happened, or two.
Well, it was in the 25th anniversary tab of the paper.
There you go.
Within a week, yeah. Yeah, he did a really good job on that story. And if you recall, a few years ago when the Nailers lost the cancer patient season ticket holder Randy Stevens, he did a really good job on that story. So it's obviously those aren't the kind of stories that you want to write, but when they need written, Sean's really good at really finding a way to put words to what the fan base is feeling.
He's quality guy, and he covers hockey very well. I hope to have him on here soon with you also. And as we mentioned before, this is the 25th anniversary. The big teams celebrating 50th. Wheeling celebrating the 25th, kind of an odd thing here.
Yeah.
Started out as the Thunderbirds, or as I like to call them, Thunder Chickens, way back in the day. Switched to the Nailers about 8 to 10 years in. And what do you know? As of right now, they had a nice opening ceremony. They got some other stuff on tap this year.
Yeah, talking to DJ Episillo, the voice of the Nailers, it sounds like they've got plans for alumni to come back at various points throughout the season. A lot of cool stuff planned, and you'll have to wait and see.
Yep, can't wait. Once again, this is going to be a weekly episode. We're going to do this every week, same time. We're going to try our damnedest not to have the Zamboni driver jump on the ice right as we do this. But if you recall last year, it happened every single time. We either had a Zamboni driver, we either had the public address announcer. It was like, we couldn't have planned it better. With all of that said, we hope you stick around. We hope you enjoy the whole season. For Jason and Andrew, we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.